High school juniors and seniors are entering a whole new world of possibilities and options when they decide to start applying to colleges. Deciding where they want to get their degree from is difficult enough, but even once they have this choice made, many more lie ahead. One of these is where they will live. What type of environment will they choose to be their new home? The choice that many freshmen make is to live on campus. On-campus residence is often chosen because of its convenience, community feel, and ease of transition. However, there are great academic benefits as well. These freshmen have repeatedly been proven to have higher retention rates and GPAs than their off-campus counterparts. For students headed to the University of Kentucky, they have yet another residence choice that can give them all of these advantages to an even greater degree. That option is the Living Learning Program.
Here's the LLP concept. Let us provide you these different communities where you can reside with other students that we believe you share something in common with. Those commonalities may be you want to give back to the community, therefore Lex Engaged, that does a lot of stuff with the Lexington community. You're a first generation student, so maybe you want to live with other students who have never experienced a college environment. You're an honor student, and maybe you want to be with like-minded individuals who are at that honors academic level.
There's two types of LLPs. There's ones that are based around a theme, so that would be Lex Engaged, which is a leadership-focused one. Creative Arts is open to anyone who's interested in arts. They don't have to be an arts major, that kind of thing. Wellness, we have a KHP and wellness program, and then we also have ones that are academically focused.
What do I share with families about the engineering LLP? The first thing that I start out is that there's 13, maybe 14 total LLPs for a student to choose from. I think what UK does really unique is allow students to make choices with our inputs and with our recommendations. Ultimately, at the end of the day, I think that it's the student's choice as to how and why and where they want to be successful at. But it's also UK's responsibility and my responsibility to give them data points or recommendations or suggestions. But I'm not going to make that decision because I think that's part of maturing as a student and as a family. Make the decision that's best for you.
I think any living learning program or special residential program like the Honors College helps students because it provides them a sense of place. Living learning programs in general, residential programs ought to be and need to be opportunities for our students to connect with one another, to feel safe and in every sense of the word, not just physically, but emotionally, and to feel engaged, that it is a place to be.
Why do I think it works? I think students find a connection. I think that they find a connection with maybe their roommate or 5 or 6 other students in their hall. They have locations they can study.
From the very beginning, you're able to connect with people who you know have similar interests. So even if you're sitting in the hall that first day and you're like, I don't even know what to talk about, you know that there's someone near you who is in your same major or enjoys, performing arts or is interested in leadership in some capacity or something.
I really liked the idea of the LLP, and it helped me make quite a few friends. I ended up finding my current roommate in my freshman year LLP group. A lot of the people that I know now in engineering I met at the study sessions. I just remember having a lot of fun doing a lot of the different events in the dorm.
My major is agricultural and medical biotechnology.
And my major is human health sciences. And we chose to be in the IROC LLP because we wanted to be living with people who were choosing the same career path as us. So we would be able to study with people and just go next door and knock on their door, and they would have the same classes as us. So we would have a little advantage there. And then also when applying to professional schools, which we both plan to do, it kind of sets us apart.
Academically, it really helps, but also it was a good way to kind of make UK smaller, just to find like my niche on campus.
So living in an LLP is definitely advantageous, more so than just your average student, just being by themselves in a dorm. You're still able to make friends, you're still able to connect with people if you're not in an LLP, but I would definitely say it's harder. By being in an LLP, you are immediately in a group of people that are your peers, that are similar to you, that are in the exact same classes that you're in, that are also looking at the same opportunities, joining the same organization.
I joined the LLP because I knew that there would be a lot of faculty and staff members who could pour into my life and offer advice as well as opportunities for me in my undergraduate career.
Because it can be a really difficult transition. Student affairs, residence life, really around the country, take that far more seriously now than they did 30 years ago. Within an honors college context, what is unifying the students is the aspiration and goals to be successful and serious both in their academic work and in the intentional in the life that they live outside of the classroom as well. But we spend most of our lives in a world where there are people of all sorts of different backgrounds, and learning how to communicate and engage, be empathetic, understand why it is that you might be passionate as an electrical engineering major about the things you're passionate, but also then being able to share with you why the things I as a scholar or a student of history and religion am passionate about those things. The only way we learn how to do that is by doing it, and I think that's a real benefit of the diversity in the honors community.
Yeah.
In that first year, to get on the right path, you have to be around like-minded individuals. And those like-minded individuals are going to have the same goals as you. They may be taking the same classes as you. They may have a similarity that you didn't think you had in common with them, but you really do. So if I can put you around those individuals, the day you move in, I've increased your chances a little bit.
It's a way that people who are informed in the issues that you might have with belonging can actually come to you and show you what you might need instead of trying to seek it out yourself. And when it comes to belonging, people need to find the place that fits them. And I think LLP students have that in some ways created once they step on campus. The peer mentors have a really crucial part because we consider them the experts in that either interest area or that college or major. So
you're given a group of freshmen, and your main goal is to help guide them through their freshman year of engineering and make sure that they have all the resources that they need to be able to be successful. I see these freshmen and can recognize that where they are is where I was, and then I can give them the advice that I wish I had had. And so I think that is one of the coolest things. And just being able to talk to people about different organizations or different things I've enjoyed, or talking about opportunities that I maybe didn't know about that I can pass on to them when they're freshmen, so they have more time and opportunities to do things. Definitely say that I've seen a character improvement. Beginning of the peer mentor experience, definitely being still a little bit shy and scared, but as you work through it and realize how much you can help people or how much you can become friends with them, things like that, you just kind of you gain a confidence, I guess.
Being in an LLP gives me a huge sense of community. Like, I could go next door and be with someone who's in my chemistry class, or go right across the hall and it would be someone who is in my same bio lab. It's really cool being in an environment where there are people all around me who can enrich my learning environment and that we can collaborate in the academic setting.
Well, I think living learning programs are important in general, and it can be very beneficial to live with people who have similar goals and pursuits. I think the relationships, the skills, the experiences that one would build in a living learning program can really be beneficial and can help carry on.
So it's all about taking the learning environment that you get in Whitehall back to William 3.
Students are not like Schrodinger's cat. You're in the classroom, you may be alive or dead, we don't know, as long as you're in the classroom and we don't open up the classroom. As faculty, we exist outside the classroom. We have full and whole and complete lives, and that's what we want to do. We want to engage you fully and completely.
UK we're a land-grant institution, we're a state school. We have a really great basketball team. But other than that, we have a lot to offer, and for me, the students sometimes miss out on that. The living learning programs is just the bridging of all that.
If it were you or your student, what would you choose?